Are we living in the Matrix? Well, some of the biggest tech billionaires are saying it's a little bit possible. So at least 2 of Silicon Valley's tech billionaires are pouring money into efforts to break humans out of the simulation that they believe that it is living in, according to a new report. So this comes from the New Yorker's Tad Friend. He says, quote, many people in Silicon Valley have become obsessed with the simulation hypothesis, the argument that we experience as reality is in fact fabricated in a computer. 2 tech billionaires have gone so far as to secretly engage scientists to work on breaking us out of the simulation. And then they also cite in this article from The Independent, Elon Musk has spoken about this. And he says, if we aren't actually living through a simulation, then all human life is probably about to come to an end. And so we should hope that we are living in one. Otherwise, if civilization stops advancing, then that may be due to some calamitous event that stops civilization. So
with an
basically,
S, which is the most civilized way to spell civilization.
Yes. So basically, we better hope we're living in the Matrix, or else this is all coming to a crippling end. Do you guys buy this? I just watched Westworld, so I'm a little inclined to believe this.
I think that's why these stories are coming out now, because of Westworld. And there's been a couple of movies and shows like that in a row. So people are like, wait a minute, is it possible? And so it depends on the percentages, right? According to this story, a Bank of America analyst wrote a month ago that there is a 50% chance that we're living in a Matrix-like world. Now, what a Bank of America analyst is doing, analyzing that, I have no idea.
Yeah, there's a 100% chance that was a waste of time.
Totally right. There's no way it's a 50% chance. Now, on the other hand, Elon Musk is saying 1 in billions. There's almost a 1 in billions chance of anything
happening.
Right?
Wait, I thought it was a 1 in a billion that we're not. I misread this whole thing.
If it's a 1 in a billion that we're not, then he's nuts. And look, Elon Musk is an interesting character. But we should take what he says a little bit seriously, because the dude, nuts or not, is pretty damn smart. He's the only guy ever to have created 2 different billion-dollar companies. And so he was like, oh, I figured out the Hyperloop thing, which is going to allow us to travel a lot easier. But I'm busy doing other things like Tesla and SpaceX. So here, I'll release it to the world. Somebody else do it. So it's not like the guy's a knucklehead. He's about as bright as it gets.
Yes, and you should trust him, because like, why would you want to break us out of this simulation that you're killing it at? Yeah. Like, why are the billionaires like, oh, we got to get out of this pickle? Like,
if you are a sim, then Elon Musk is the best sim. And actually, Brett,
it's like being on the last level of a video game and throwing it out the window. It's like, you're winning.
Like, I don't want to brag. No, Elon Musk did say the chance that we are not living in a computer simulation is 1 in billions.
Yeah, I've always had this theory, and IFL Science stole it from me. You can look it up. But the idea that this is, our whole world is like a science project that an alien did in like a high school science project. And it got like a C, like a solid C.
Yeah.
Plus.
And it's just sitting there, and next to it is like a way better science project.
Yeah, because of all the sims that the alien created just keep destroying the planet.
Yeah.
Like, that's a C, Brian, that is a hard C.
Yeah, solid C.
Well, you know, it's also something that at some point high school students come up with. In fact, literally, I remember one of my friends saying, yeah, I've considered whether you guys are all part of my, like, I'm the thing that this world is centered around.
Right.
And like, but I don't want to know that, otherwise it's not an interesting movie. So you guys are all part of my creation. And I was like, holy cow, I had that same exact thought.
Yeah.
Right? And so these are 2 billionaires looking around and going, oh yeah. And if you're a billionaire, it's easy to be as self-centered as I am. And so you might think, like, maybe the world is a matrix centered around me, right? But yeah, I'm with you. It's a great point, Brett. I'd let it ride if I was them.
Just let it go.
Like, be like Joey Pants. Eat the steak. The steak's delicious. Okay, for the rest of us, we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think the solution is to upload our brains into a computer.
Oh, yes, to upload it into a cloud sort of thing so that we can all sort of live like Johnny Depp did in that one movie.
That everyone saw.
That everyone saw called...
I don't know. Forever. Unintelligible, I think it was called.
Unintelligible, the Johnny Depp film. But that was basically a movie about, well, I didn't see it, so it could not be about this at all, but uploading your consciousness to a cloud. And that's what these tech billionaires are saying we should start looking into.
Well, no, he had scissor hands.
Oh, that's it.
And that's.
I always mess that up. Was it external consciousness or was it scissor hands?
Okay, all right.
So hard.
And by the way, the one serious note on this, and maybe they're right, and that would be serious too, is that they say the planet's going to end. We're in a lot of trouble. That they're very right about. And if these, Republicans, the only thing they respect is billionaires, right? Well, here are the billionaires saying, we are doomed. We better do something to straighten out the planet right now. Otherwise, cross your scissor hands and hope for that we live in the Matrix. Like, that's our best chance.
You get hours of more content if you're a TYT member.
Somebody go get a six-pack.
And let's all enjoy it together. TYTnetwork.com/join.